Right, so about a year or so ago, I was comparing Microsoft Word Online and Google Docs. So I thought I would just revisit this. So, excuse me, I have a Word document I'm going to open right now. So I do a new document in Word and I'm going to compare the collaboration, and then I'm going to do the same in Google Docs. And I haven't tested it or anything before, so bear with me. So here we go. Now we have, this is a test. So this is my document, and I'm going to add some text, etc. In a few minutes. What I do is that I want to see the collaboration. So I'm going to share this with anyone, really. It's not really recommended because I don't have any tracking, but for the purpose of this test, I do that. I don't want any password, etc. I just apply. What I need is the link, right? So I send it to someone else. And the someone else is going to be an anonymous user. So let's, here on the left, I am logged in, as we can see. And on the right, I'm opening a new window, but it's a anonymous window. And my user can just access it like this, right? So in a few, just now, I should be able to see this guest contributor, which is the person on the right hand side. However, the guest here can see the name of the owner of this document. That's great because I can do things like this shortcut to just add some text, and I can also modify my text. So here I'm going to put some highlight and I'm going to put some color. Boom, straight away I can see it on the right hand side, and the person I'm sharing with can actually modify it, and it modifies on the left hand side. So that's quite nice. But the thing I was highlighting a year ago was that if we were adding something in the middle, the problem is my user here may be typing here. I am currently typing text, be aware. And that happens a lot because this user, this guest that I have sent, maybe he's my PA, and I said like, please work on paragraph 2, paragraph 6, and on the left hand side I'm going to continue. The issue is if I'm working on the right, then someone is continuing on the left hand side. That's going to be super annoying. So let's add a bit more text just to annoy my user, right? So if I put random, enter, boom, a lot of text have been added. So all this has been added, obviously, by myself. But you can see on the left hand side, it doesn't change anything. The person would still be adding text. It doesn't jot the screen, it doesn't scroll, etc. So that was the issue a year ago on this platform called Google Docs. So now let's see how it's reacting and if it's the same. So I'm going to pause quickly so I can log in. Okay, so I'm going to do a Google Docs. It would be nice to test the same with a Google Sheet, etc. Test GDoc collab. So this document is going to be my test document for online. I also have to share it, right, to test with my external user. So in Google Docs, it's a little bit similar, really. I want anybody with the link is able to view or to edit. And that's it. I just have to copy the link, open Anonymous, put it on the right hand side, and I hit enter. No, not this one. Here, hit enter. Here we go. So now I'm anonymous here, and on the left hand side I can see there's anonymous chameleon, and here there is my user, which is on the left. So I'm going to continue typing text from owner of document. So that's the same thing really as we had before. So we continue adding text. I'm just going to put some lorem ipsum. Great, it's adding this. Again, I'm going to change some coloring just for the sake of making it possible. Here we go. Notice that, yeah, it was turning yellow and then orange and then yellow. That's funny. But of course, my guest user can also type. Guest user is typing. Excellent. Let's change this. Perfect. Now let's try to see what happens if we type in the middle of it. So on the right hand side, this guest actually, let's put it here. This guest is typing exactly here. So it means I don't really want to bother his text, but I'm doing the paragraph just before, right? So I'm going to continue typing and see if it's going to change anything for him. So over there, I'm going to paste some text, and yeah, it's the same as we had earlier, like a year ago. It means if my user on the right hand side is typing here, as long as someone else is editing the document, the screen will just keep jotting and moving and all that, and that's super frustrating. So again, the user on the right, the anonymous or the guest, will have to click here and say like, hey, I am typing, and we'll continue. Okay, so he will do like la 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 la, typing lots of text. But the one on the right and on the left hand side, the owner doesn't really know that or care, so he will just paste text. And on the right, I have to scroll. I'm losing my focus. Super annoying. So for me, that's really the main point about collaboration in Google Docs that is still a bit limited. It's really a pain because we are using it a lot for a lot of webcasts. I am doing webinar. We use Google Docs, but every time we type, it's just like, it's changing everything. So it's quite valid for one page and that's it. Okay, so I will try again next year.